All right, are y'all ready for y'all's first comic? All right, y'all make some noise for Andy Gunning!
All right. You ever do anything and make a mistake and not realize you were making a mistake when you were doing it? I was working on a TV show a couple of weeks ago, and they came to me and said, Andy, can you shave your beard? Now, I have not shaved my beard in probably 6 years. And I did not realize beards are basically Spanx for men. Because when they shaved my beard, it popped like a can of biscuits. Just said, pop! A whole nother person popped out. And if you don't know what Spanx are, you haven't dated in your 30s. Because you take someone home, you think it's a twosome, turns into a threesome real fast. Like, oh, you brought a friend with you. But the lady was real nice. She left me a little weird mustache. She was like, oh, it's okay. You look fine. You look like Miles Teller from that movie Maverick, Top Gun. I was like, this looks like Miles Teller gave up on life. Because I knew I had a second chin. But that second chin grew a third chin, and they had a baby with a fourth chin. I look like Jabba the Hutt had a baby with Mrs. Potato Head, is what I look like. It was horrible. And then I realized, now I know why my doctor gave me a CPAP. You don't go away from the doctor with a neck like this without a CPAP. Someone's got a CPAP? Clap your hands, you got a CPAP. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. I'm at shows all the time and people are like, I don't have one. I was like, I see your neck. I watched you walk in here. Thank you for being honest. But yeah, but you don't know what CPAP is? They put that little mask over your face because basically your chin is trying to strangle you out at night. So you think you're a Top Gun fighter pilot, but you're not. You just lay there. And my wife hates it because I'll just lay there and do movie quotes to her. And I just lay there and go, talk to me, goose. Talk to me, goose. She hates it. Oh, she hates it because she doesn't know movie quotes. And I just let her go, permission to buzz the tower. She sat right straight up in bed in 2 seconds and said, negative, Ghost Rider, this pattern is full. Like, I don't know if I was so happy that she knew the quote or that I got turned down by the movie quote. I don't know. I was really perplexed. But then I went to the bathroom and I looked at myself and I realized I actually looked like the bad guy from the new Mad Max, the fat guy with the mask. Like, I stopped having sex with myself. That's how bad I got. It's horrible. Well, my doctor looked at me and he was like, hey man, we can get rid of this CPAP for you. I was like, how's that? He's like, man, because all you gotta do is lose some weight. I was like, I'm 47, this is a self-made body. It's pretty much just here. I don't have to do anything, it's just riding, He's like, well, he goes, what's the one thing you can blame your weight gain on? I was like, well, I blame my weight gain on the Nazis. Think y'all call them Girl Scouts? Holy cow, those sugar hookers are everywhere, folks. And it's sugar hooker season right now. They're at every Walmart, Walgreens, Weight Watcher meetings. They don't care. It's like they took an Anthony Robbins sales course. And back in the day, you just tell them you don't have any cash. You don't want to leave. Not anymore. I tried that. This little girl looked at me, she's like, stop right there, fat boy. I was like, I know I'm your demographic, but I think this is profiling. She goes, you don't understand, I have an iPhone. I was like, of course you do, they give them out at birth now. She goes, no, I have PayPal, Venmo, and the Cube. I take credit cards, so what would it be? I was like, I take 2 Thin Mints, 3 Dosey Dough, whatever it takes me to get out of here. I still gotta go to Kroger. I can't explain losing $200 at the casino. I can't explain $200 in cookies, is what I'm saying. And I looked at her and I said, can I tell you something before I leave, little girl? She's like, what? I looked at that little 9-year-old girl in the eyes and I said, you're going to make an amazing ex-wife one day. You're going to ruin some boys' hopes and dreams like you're ruining my imaginary diet right now. I do love kids. I had 3 kids with my first wife. They have gone to a better place, her house. But I got remarried about 4 years ago and I became a stepdad. Now, I've never been a stepdad, never had step-parents or step-siblings. So I was out of my element. I just knew I just got to make sure she stayed alive. And she looked at me like I was an open checkbook. She was like, oh, he's going to buy me things. And she started coming to me like with weird things. Like, can we go on a trip to Paris? I was like, do you know what I do for a living? I'm a comedian. We don't get paid enough to go to Paris, okay? She goes, well, I want a water buffalo. I go, what have you been watching? And then finally she gave me, she goes, Andy, I want a pet for my room. I was like, a pet for your room? She's like, yeah. And I was like, we have 2 Yorkies, Chewy and Lola, you do nothing with. She said, well, when you married my mama, they like you better than me now. I was like, because I feed them and take them out. I don't know what was happening in this house before I got here, but they weren't getting fed and they weren't going out. I can tell you that much. She's like, you don't know. I said, well, why do you want a pet for you? She goes, you don't understand. I said, understand what? She goes, I want a pet that I can love and it will only love me. I was like, you want a hostage is what you want. Oh no, I'm your mother's new pet. But I did what any good stepdad would do. I took her to PetSmart and got her a hostage. She picked out a nice little hamster, little female hamster. She named it Cherry. And I said, Riley, there's a couple of rules. She goes, what's that? I go, it stays in its room and it stays in its cage. And it stayed in its cage? Oh no. She's out playing with it. And for whatever reason, she decided to light a candle in her room. Not any candle, one of those Bath and Body Works ones, you know, the 4 wick ones. I call them the bonfire candles. Because when you light it, it smells like sugar cookies and lavender 4 miles away. And you can literally roast a pig over it at the same time. It's that kind of candle. Fun fact, hamsters love the smell of sugar cookies and lavender. And little Cheerio jumped right out of that candle. Now, she had blown it out. Because if not, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. But I'm downstairs, I don't got a clue what's going on. All I hear upstairs is, oh my God! And eek! That's the sound of a hamster going into hot wax, folks. She comes running downstairs. Andy, I've waxed my hamster. I'm like, you've done what? I don't think I'm legally allowed to have this conversation with you. She goes, let me show you. I go, do not show me anything. No, this is a conversation between you and your mother. She goes, you don't understand. Holds out her hand. There's a little Cheerio encased in wax on head of her. Look like Han Solo when he got cryo-freeze by Darth Vader, you know? I was like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are my only hope. May the Force be with me, because this is not the way. She goes, we got to take it to the vet. We're not taking it to the vet. I took my little Yorkie, Chewy, to the vet with a tummy ache to find out $700 later I could have given Pepto-Bismol. We're not going anywhere near that veterinarian. I'm not spending 10 grand on a little hamster. I don't know what it costs to de-wax one, but we're not spending it. Cheerio was $11.95 at PetSmart. A new one will be here tomorrow. I go, we're going to do what every family does. We're going to Google our problems. Now, folks, I've Googled a lot of weird stuff in my life. But Googling removing hot candle wax from a live hamster. It's pretty much it. I'm on a list somewhere. But I found the end of the internet, folks. Found every other type of wax hamster that had nothing to do with the hamster I had. There are things in this world you can't unsee, folks. And I was perplexed. I didn't know what to do. Riley comes running down a few minutes later. She's like, Andy, I found a solution. I go, what did you find? She goes, I found a video. I was like, oh dear God, have you hit play? Because I know what I just saw. She's like, no, I thought we'd do it together. I go, hold that thought. Before we do this, and I call my second divorce attorney and tell the judge, Your Honor, I had no clue what was on that tape. We're on the same team, right? She's like, yes. Anybody here from Ohio? No, good, okay, we're going to talk about it. I know there are long, cold winters up there, but there's a man in Ohio that takes hamsters and gets them in hot wax and shows you how to remove it, folks. I'm not lying, it's on my phone. I'll put it on yours after the show, too. You want to know what the secret is to removing wax from a live hamster? Peanut butter, folks. So here I am, middle-aged stepdad, rubbing peanut butter on a little Cheerio. Now, I used creamy, I didn't use crunchy, didn't want to give her a peanut scrub and exfoliator. She beat them a lot. Meanwhile, my little tummy ache dog said, hey man, you gonna give us some of that slow roasted sugar cookie, lavender, peanut butter. And I was like, get away, you little freaking $700 tummy ache. Sure enough, little by little, that wax came off, folks. We're the only family in Georgia that has a fully waxed hamster. And she has the most amazing wax from JJ you've ever seen. And I did what any good stepdad would do. We took pictures and we put it on Instagram. So now anytime anybody asks, Andy, what's it like being a stepdad? I was like, well, I've waxed a hamster. That's what I've done. Hey, that's my time, folks. My name's Andy. Enjoy the rest of the show. Have a good night.